Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again. Here we are again with another edition of Inside the Headset. It's week 6, it's game 6, it's the week of the Backyard Brawl, and I'm with one of the coaches, my final interview of the week, and I'm with the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, head coach Kit Hartsfield. How you doing, Coach?
Good. Glad to have you back, Stork.
Yes. You played a couple since I last talked to you. Let's rewind the tape. Go back 2 weeks. That would have been the night of the 13th. Run over that game with me.
Yeah, you can't forget Friday the 13th for us on that night. We went down to Independence, and I think we caught a really hot team at the time. We scored first, and then they came back and answered, and then we had 2 turnovers in a row inside the 20, and they was able to capitalize on.
Was that where it started to fall off?
Yeah, that's where
a little
it started.
Bit?
It was 7-7. We turned it over. They had it on the 20. We stopped them in a 4th and 15. We got a pass interference, so they got to restart again on like the 10.
Were they burning you? Just long passes or short passes?
Mostly deep. We were playing tight coverage, and the quarterback was dropping it in there, and he did it consistently pretty much the rest of the night, enough to get it out of hand early.
And you can live and die by that, but that's a dangerous mode, isn't it, to just keep passing it long like that?
Well, we were playing up there pretty tight. They wouldn't. That was kind of what we were going to make them do, and they did it and did it successfully, and just kind of a snowball of penalties here and there, and the turnovers and defensive penalties really kept probably 3 scoring drives alive. Penalties on 3rd and 4th down, and once you stop their offense and then they get to restart in the same drive, it's tough. It's just real tough, especially when they get hot and get their confidence going.
Coach Rankin talked about it last night, and he was talking about playing against Maryville, and he said, Stork, here's the deal. When you get down, extra effort, it's not there when you're behind. He said, but when you're ahead, you got a little extra effort. You're able to, even if you're tired or you're hurt or you're a little banged up, love that piece of the conversation. Has he always tried to get that even when you played for him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we wasn't ever behind when I played for
No,
him,
yeah, that's right. I forgot.
We were tied at half with Smyrna one time, 0-0, and ended up winning 35-0 in 2004. But yeah, it was just one of those.
I remember
nights
that.
For us,
I remember that. As against Arona and Marcellus.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And I came out of the. I was filming upstairs, and WGNS was downstairs, and I slapped them on the back, and I said, "Boys, I think we're going to be all right." Of course, you guys came out in the second half and just put us on the bus, man.
Yeah.
I mean, put us on the bus. I don't know what the halftime conversation was, but it was monumental. I guarantee you.
Yeah. He always stays calm and focuses on the football aspect of it, and just kind of basically let us know we're all right in that situation, because we hadn't been in it all year. The first time we played them, it was 55-12 at halftime.
You put the boys on the bus, you bring them home, and then you line up this last Friday night. Talk about this past Friday night.
Yeah, I went down to Warren County. They're doing a great job, really improved the program. They doubled their numbers on their team. They were bigger and more athletic than they've been in the past, and let's see, we ended up winning 41-7. We threw the ball around a lot. Drew had a good night. Todd Lark and kind of emerged.
He needed that. I mean, he needs a good night, and linemen have got to get a little more confidence in him, and he's got to be able to trust his linemen and trust his throw and trust his read.
Yeah, just kind of getting that trust between the O-line, quarterback, and receivers, and we've been kind of slow doing that with just some injuries and shuffling people around. And Todd started at receiver, Lark versus Independence.
Yep.
And caught the first touchdown, deep ball, and kind of carried over into Warren County, and Emilio Martin came on, and we were pretty depleted at running back last week, and Jalen Waller and Luke Hayes played running back, and Luke ended up with about 10 carries for 115 yards.
Good deal.
Being a safety all year and having to flip over in a week and play tailback is pretty challenging, but he's a tough kid, tough player, and there ain't much you can't do. We got to tell him that, at least.
Right. Got a great matchup tomorrow night. We've got 2 teams, and both of you got great power runners. What do you like about Drew Smith?
Man, he runs the ball hard. He's physical. He's hard to tackle just based on his stature as it is. And then, he's low to the ground. He's thick. He runs hard. He keeps his legs moving. And when you add his mentality to just his natural build, presents it's a different back. We haven't really faced a back like him this year. We faced longer, straight line speed as shifty guys where he's a bruiser, and they do a good job of feeding him and getting him going.
I've got two of their last games, and I saw two different quarterbacks. I saw Taylor Yancey do a real good job against Cookville, and then I turned around and watched him do a real good job against turn around and watch Jamison Holcomb do a good job against Rockvale. They got two quarterbacks, a little bit different. Jamison kid probably can. He's got a little bit, nothing against Taylor, but it's kind of, as Coach Abernathy says, he's penalized a little bit because of his environment. Jamison grew up in a quarterback family, and Coach McDaniel commented on it last night. He said, I've known Jamison a long time. He grew up in football. We wouldn't expect him nothing more than to go out and to have a good night as a sophomore quarterback. But you saw two different quarterbacks. What you like about both of them?
Yeah, Yancey's a leader. He's a 3-year starter. So, he's not the moment.
He's going to start tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You know that, and I know that.
Oh, yeah, and the moment won't be too big for him.
Nope.
I know this is a really important rivalry and important
It's his last rivalry game until possibly if you did meet in the playoffs.
Yeah, and, he does a great job of managing, and getting the ball out to the players when they ask him to do it. And, Jamison is just going to be a future star coming up. He's a great talent, great mind. He's great managing the game, makes really good decisions. So, they got two that are very capable of getting the job done.
Jason Dobbs talked about a gauntlet of a schedule. You've got it going on. Next week you'll have another one, but, I don't want to overshadow because we got this one. But, let's talk a little bit about the community and just the whole nucleus of what we got going on here. I mean, you got that game going on, Moore County and Eagleville. That's going to be a great game going on. You've got a little deal going on, and as we all know, with Rockvale and Oakland, and that's going on out there. And then we'll all be over, of course, at Riverdale. It's a great time to be a coach in Rutherford County and to be a part of this community and to be competing and letting kids put on a jersey. It's an opportunity tomorrow night to compete, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just feels different. It's finally, at least this week, not 100 degrees. Should be good weather at the game for everybody. Finally feeling like football weather and fall, and rivalry games popping up like crazy, and district games, and it's the biggest game of the year for us. We've played some big ones, but none of them have more riding on it than this one for both programs. And you can just tell, just from being familiar with each other, the kids and the coaches, you can just kind of feel it a little bit, how much more it means and how much more important it is.
Could take you 15 minutes, could take you 25 to get over there, but it's not that far. I mean, it don't take much to get over there if there's no traffic, but it will take a little bit tomorrow night.
Yeah, it won't take as long to get there as it will to get back.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and once you get pinned in there, you can't get out. I told Coach Kreisky, I said, once you weave us and stack us all in here, we never get out of here.
Yeah, it's, with such a big crowd, and it should be a big crowd.
Well, there's only one way in, one way out of Riverdale.
Yeah, we hope it's a big crowd, and we'll get home as late as we would probably playing at Cookville, but we want a big environment, and I know they do too, and it makes it fun for the kids and the community, and that's what makes it great to be in this county.
Sometimes you got to tell everybody it's fourth down and we really need everybody to get on their feet, but this is one you don't have to, is it, Coach?
No, not at all.
You don't have to tell them get up, you don't have to tell them get ready, everybody will be ready to go. You going to be able to get some rest tonight?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I sleep like a grizzly.
You going to watch Phillip?
Oh, probably not.
I'm going to watch Phillip. He's going to be on Thursday. He'll be on Thursday night rivals. Going to have to watch Phillip.
Streaming, I guess.
Hell, whatever. That's the other side of the bracket. You never know. You may have to play him first. You never know. Tomorrow night, we're going to all go over I live right down the road, so I'm going too. So tomorrow night, kids, 7 o'clock at Riverdale High School Tomahawk Stadium, the Backyard Brawl, Blackman Blaze and Riverdale Warriors. Y'all be there.